there was a story that came out that Courtney Cox is indeed returning for Scream 5. And I could waste my time kind of like speaking to that. But I don't think that's actually the most interesting thing to talk about. What that got me to think about was, although if you have, do you have anything to say about Courtney Cox returning this?
Nope. I'm not gonna lie to you.
outside of that, it's going to be probably pretty awkward on the first day of set with her and David Arquette.
No, like, see, I think
how's it going?
Yeah, I think that Courtney Cox and David Arquette, if they're, if David Arquette is for sure going to be a part of this project, Scream 5, I think they've moved past it, and I think it might even add to like the allure of the film. Like, are they going to work well together? Is there, is it going to reignite their romance? You know how Hollywood loves to fantasize about those things. Like we saw Jennifer Aniston give Brad Pitt like a hug and congratulations when he won Best Supporting Actor for his role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Hollywood is like, oh, are they going to get back together? Is Brad going to hit that again? I think that might be the case here with Courtney Cox and David Arquette. Yeah. Which, if he does, good for him, or good for both of them.
So weirdly enough, but what that got me to thinking was that Scream was actually one of those movies that I genuinely wish they would have stopped at 1. I think it was classic. It was a classic in 90. I think it was like 99, 98 that the movie came out. I'm pretty sure it was 98. Although I might be slightly wrong about that. But somewhere around there is when it came out. I thought it was classic. Thought it should have stood alone. Scream 2 was wholly unnecessary. All we did was just see Jada Pinkett Smith get killed within the first 10 seconds of the film. And Omar Epps also get killed within the first 10 seconds of the film. And then it was really nothing much after that. And Scream 3 was wholly unnecessary as well. Scream 4 was definitely unnecessary, and Scream 5 will definitely fit into that category of being unnecessary. So this got me thinking about the film franchises that should have stopped at just like 1, or maybe even TV shows that should have stopped at 1. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a new segment for you. It's called Film Court.
Let's go there.
Yeah,
recording session.
Yeah, I was trying to, and I there we go. You got the music playing. Yeah. You guys hear it.
I like this. That's a good touch right
there. So yeah, let's take the films that we think should not have, extended past 1 movie, 1 season of the show. Let's talk about that real quick, and let's adjudicate why we feel that way about these particular movies. So let's I'll let you spark it off here as far as what you think.
Okay, so I think you got my first one lined up here. We're gonna go with Grease 2, right?
Yeah.
Is that where we're starting off?
We are going to start with Grease 2.
So we all know the Grease film, right? Our mothers forced us all to watch it. I know my mom used to love fucking Grease, and to be honest, like looking back at it, all fond memories of this film. So this was when did this movie first come out? What year was this? Fucking, what year was it? Like 1970? This movie's old as shit. But I can't figure out the year. Why is there no year? Anyway, based in the 1950s. That's the only year I got. So Grease 2.
Oh, it's based in the 1950s.
Sure. Yeah. So we've got Grease starring John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John, Stockard Channing, Jeff Conaway. I don't know if you guys know them, but we know John Travolta. We know Olivia Newton-John. Great movie. And I don't even like sing-alongs and musical shit, right? Mm-hmm. But this movie just had that that little magical touch. John Travolta was young, handsome, and charming, right? This movie,
before the Scientology days, I guess.
Yeah, before all that Scientology shit. But this movie was fun. It was charming. The music was good. The choreography was good. The design of the film was good. It hit on all the right numbers at the right time. I think what happened with Grease 2 is that the production studio got a little bit greedy. They were like, oh, hey, we made magic one time. Can we make magic it again?
I mean, but isn't that always the gamble though?
But it's a huge gamble when you don't have the returning actors and actresses. So Grease 2, we have, I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
His name is literally right there. You can see
his name is right there. I won't even read it. Yeah. But we do have Michelle Pfeiffer here, who would just go on to be like a legend in the game. But it just didn't have the same magic. It didn't have the returning cast members. There's no reason why this film should have been made. Absolutely none. Can you give me one reason?
I can't.
Exactly.
Why are you looking to me to justify this? I
put it on
I can't justify it at all. Okay, so I'll see your Grease 2, or just I guess the Grease franchise in that case,
Mhm.
and I will
There was a
raise
3?
you. It's a franchise if it has 2, right? I don't know.
I hope there was not a 3.
So I'll raise you a very controversial one, or maybe I guess it's not controversial depending on how you feel, but Jumanji. Here's my justification for why Jumanji should not have been raised past the first Jumanji, is that it took a very novel idea of like, okay, this board game coming to life, and then it like commercialized it, and it was already sort of enough commercialized on its own. But then you throw in The Rock, you throw in Kevin Hart, some other Jack Black, you know, to the sequels, and you make it this thing that was like this very sort of interesting, weird story that just had enough of a curiosity to it to not just make it a complete cash grab by the studio. And you turn it into exactly that, a cash grab by the studio. And not only did they do it once, they did it twice.
Yeah, there is a Jumanji 2 with The Rock, and fuck.
Yeah, you know, and it's just like, nobody fucking
You know what
needs
that phone call was like? Hey, Dwayne, we're doing this movie, Jumanji. Do you want to be in it? He was like, fuck no. Not going anywhere near that film. We'll pay you $20 million. When do we start shooting? They didn't even read the script. He just showed up on the first day, like,
Yeah.
All right, which camera A, camera B, and then they just started filming.
Well, nonetheless, you know, one of the other reasons why I think that they should just like left the film alone is obviously it starred the late and great Robin Williams, which we talked about a doc that he's going to, you know, that's going to be us, you know, about his life, called Robin Wishes. They should have just left that alone. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
You know, just leave. Something should be left sacred. That should have been one of them.
Yep.
So that's my that was my first one up.
So I think next up for me, we have Anchorman. And this is what is the second one even fucking called again?
The Legend Continues.
Yeah.
Is what it's
The
called.
Legend
Anchorman
should
2.
not have continued. It should have been discontinued. So Anchorman 2, following the original Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. You know, on the surface, this looks like, hey, we could hit again. You know what I mean? It's like, this movie was like that wild night where you're like, oh man, I can't believe that happened. You know, like, you know, went home with that girl that I wanted to, you know, hook up with since high school. I don't know what happened. I was saying the right things. And then, you know, it happened. Let me text her back. Let me text her, see if she wants to hang out tonight. And then she never texts back, like ever. And you're like, you know, she's probably busy. Let me call. And she never calls. Right. And I've lost my way with this reference, but I
mean, I was trying not to say nothing, but I just
I wasn't going anywhere with it. I was just saying you can follow me down this dark path.
Yeah, that's fair.
But Anchorman 2, the Legend Continues. It just should not have happened. Again, on the surface, it looks really good. Will Ferrell, Christina Applegate, Paul Rudd, Steve Carell.
Yeah, all the original cast members.
James, like, but
to be fair, here's what I'll say in our film court. Here's where I'll bang the gavel here.
You object?
I object because you simply did not watch the first one. So there was really no area of success.
Remember?
You watched it once.
Do I need to watch it more than once?
Ladies and gentlemen of the court, need I say more?
No, but that's not that can't be your
that is my justification for why.
If I've seen the movie once, I've seen it, and you know I saw Anchorman 2. Anchorman 1 wasn't good. Some people, but I understand some people love it.
Fair
in
enough.
my opinion,
the
thing wasn't that good to begin with.
But that's why I think
so
that
timely. Anchorman 2 was a thing that, all right, we should have did the first one. Or we should have done the first one. The first one was good.
Now you're losing your argument here.
We don't know what the recipe was. It was like when the professor spilled chemical X.
Is this another?
No. This one is more on track. This is when Professor spilled chemical X into, you know, the sugar spice and everything nice. And he created the Powerpuff Girls. It happened one time. Do you remember what happened when the professor tried to redo it?
No,
he did the sugar spice, everything nice, and the chemical X was the wrong formula. Then he got the Rowdy Rough Boys, and they started fucking up the whole city. I mean, you don't watch Powerpuff Girls as much as I did.
You demonstrate that you watch enough Powerpuff Girls, but
so, you have to get the formula right. They got it right the first time. They didn't get it right this time.
All right, let's move on. So my vote for my second movie that should have been stopped after the first the franchise that should have been stopped after the first film. It's gonna be a controversial one again.
Okay.
Rambo should have definitely cut its losses.
Your Honor, I object. I object.
Here. Okay. In my defense of what I'm trying to say,
hearsay.
The first Rambo film, and you can arguably say this about the Rocky films if the films that followed it weren't so fucking iconic. Rocky 4 is one of the most iconic films. Ivan Drago, one of the most iconic characters in film, right? So that's justified in my eyes. The Rocky series, right?
Okay.
But you get to Rambo. You even, like when we were talking about this beforehand, you even had a hard time of remembering, is it Rambo?
No, fool, I remember. Don't try to play
one,
me.
Is he in Afghanistan?
Okay.
Or is
I object, leading the witness.
All those legal terms that we don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But no, my argument for Rambo being one of the franchises that should have stopped after the first one is that it's gotten progressively worse with each iteration of it. There has not been a Rambo that's been put out since the first Rambo, First Blood, that has been even sniffing how good. Go back and watch First Blood and tell me if you
I
think
saw First Blood recently, actually,
and you think any of the films that followed it were on par with it. There's no film that came after Rambo First Blood that can even sniff the storyline of First Blood.
So there's Rambo First Blood, there's First Blood Part 2. I think Part 2 was when they were in you know what? Part 2 is actually the best Rambo movie. It's where they're in Vietnam.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
This Part 2 was by far
you are out of order,
Rambo
sir.
movie.
You are out of order.
Overruled. Okay. Part 2 was by far the best Rambo movie.
Sir, you are in contempt of court.
It was Rambo 3 was when they were in Afghanistan. That was the bad one. That wasn't very good. Rambo 4 was the one where he was like a little bit older. That's the one that came out.
You don't even need to talk about it. It's fine. We don't need to talk about it.
Listen, case dismissed.
It's preposterous, but proceed with whatever your next one is.
So I think my next one on the list is going to be Home Alone 2. Home Alone 1, starring Macaulay Culkin and a bunch of other people. Again, like this movie
is what's his Joe Pesci? Is he just
is
he nobody to you?
No. I'm sorry. I apologize, Joe Pesci. You definitely deserve acknowledgement. But so Home Alone, right? Story is family, it's rich as fuck family, big ass house, 12 kids, parents can't stop fucking. They're going on a family vacation. They leave Macaulay Culkin at home. He's home alone and gets himself into trouble, right? Mm-hmm. It's a story. I'm sure I would have loved to have been in the meeting when they pitched this, right? And like, I'm sure there were a lot of people in the meeting like, I just don't know. Like, and then some big wig was like, let's go for it. It sounds like it could be good. And everybody else was like, yeah. It sounds like it could be good. There's a lot of dick riding going on in this meeting. It happened. The movie turned out to be I'm not going to say wildly entertaining, but it turned out to be an entertaining success. If you were of our age, you had to have seen this movie. You liked it. I've seen it 100 times. You liked it. I liked it.
Every Christmas season.
But don't do it again. Listen, you roll the dice, you get 4, 5, 6, you win the pot of money, cash out. You don't bet it all again. You don't double up.
Your Honor, I would like to interject. I would like to say, the first movie was based on Macaulay Culkin just fucking two people up, right? There's this little kid, he can set up these little stupid traps and somehow these grown-ass men will fall for it, right? And they get fucked up and then, he ends up winning in the end because they end up going to jail, right? I would beg of the court to respect the idea that is entertaining to watch continuously. When we look at, by your estimation, we should have only had one episode of Jackass, right? There was only one episode that was needed of Jackass to get the entire point of the fucking show, right?
But there's
not
more...
to mention that the preceding films or the films that came after it. But for any sort of like slapstick kind of like comedy or whatever, Give me multiple
See,
of them.
with
It's fine.
Jackass,
Same thing.
you want to see more and more fuckery and all that madness and craziness. With Home Alone 2, right? That's just white privilege, okay? Because if they had been Mexican kids, ICE would have came in and destroyed that whole family.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I mean, I'm not telling lies here. Okay, if that had been a black family,
we'll strike that from the
protective services
that last
would have
comment
came
from the
in and
records.
destroyed this whole family. Would have broke the kids up.
We'll strike that last comment from the records.
So the kid is home alone again. Where's Child Protective Services? Like they made the mistake again.
Well, yeah, because he was in New York. He got a, what is it, like a flight or something like that was directed to New York, and I actually don't remember that much about Home Alone 2, but
no one remembers it. He was just home alone again. Okay, at this point now he's just rebelling. So fuck him. If I was the parents, oh, you're home alone again? Fuck you.
Fair enough. All right, I'll go.
Got the insurance policy anyway.
Fair enough. I'll go to my last one that is sure to be highly controversial. I'm sure this will be highly controversial. But look, we got the first movie. It was, a classic, like immediate classic, right? What do they call those? Instant classic? They call those instant classics. It was an instant classic film. But the two films that came after it, let's just say, left a little for wanting. Right? They left a little bit for wanting, right? They left more questions than there were answers for the next one. My next one, I submit to the court, the Matrix franchise. Should have been stopped after the first Matrix. Classic film, hands down. Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves, Carrie Fisher. Wait, no, that's not Carrie Fisher.
Carrie-Anne Moss.
Carrie Fisher is, of course, Star Wars. Carrie-Anne Moss, to fill out the cast there, or the main cast rather, they knocked it out of the fucking. The Matrix had no fucking business being as good as it fucking was, right? Like this weird ass dystopian future should not have been that good, and yet it was. And they thought, let's do it. Not only with 2 more films, let's do a video game. Let's do
video games hard.
Animated series. Let's do all this anime stuff, like let's just go balls to the wall with fucking Matrix shit. Within 2 years, nobody gave a shit about the Matrix. The franchise, speaking, the original film still regarded as one of the greatest films of all time, but between Reloaded and Revolutions, I don't even know exactly what the fuck happened at the end. I'm still confused to this very day. I don't even get it.
So the original Matrix, instant classic, undeniable. Which one is more fun to watch? Matrix Reloaded. I'm not gonna say it's a better movie, but it's more fun to watch. False. If I'm gonna watch either one right now,
it's not funner to watch.
Fuck yeah, it is. The action was bigger. It was better. The fight scene with the twins who could go invisible and shit. The motorcycle chase scene on the highway that they built to film the motorcycle chase scene. The fight between Morpheus finally fights in this movie. Come on.
But did that. Okay.
I understand where you're coming from. The court has heard you.
Yeah.
Case dismissed. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to appeal. You're gonna have to take this. You're gonna have to take this to the circuit court and appeal it. Case dismissed.
Okay. All right.